About a year and a half ago, I tried starting this journey the first time, and this is about where I got to then. And finally, time to continue and actually see how Therion's story goes. So, sent to the manor. Yeah, I realized after recording last time that when I change the resolution, because I do that when I'm playing off stream, it sets all my graphics settings back to like medium, which makes sense, but
I'll make this quick.
Because of that, it wasn't as good as it could have been. Alright, I'll go into the battle a bit more in detail myself. So, all enemies have various weaknesses and shield values. When you hit a weakness, their shield value decreases by 1, and if it goes to 0, they break. Like so. Weaknesses do, I believe, like 1.3 times damage. When they're broken, all attacks will do 2 times damage. This is not affected by weaknesses, so if they're already broken, you can just unleash your strongest attack. You don't have to worry about hitting their weakness. And then there's boosting, the other sort of main gimmick of this game. If you've ever played Bravely Default, it's similar to the Brave mechanic, but basically you recharge 1 BP every turn, not counting turns that you've previously used BP. So if I use 2 BP here, the next turn I will not be getting 1. The turn after that, it will start giving me 1 after another. So, once he's broken, when enemy recovers from break, they will always move first.
No, you don't.
However, they will lose their current turn and their next turn.
Out of my way.
Also, going into boost, for normal attacks, it'll multiply to how many times you hit them. For skills, it'll strengthen skill. So it's a level 3 wildfire, level 3 steel. Of course, because he's broken, I have a 100% chance to steal. Let's go ahead. So we get Fire Soulstone. Probably not something I'm going to be making much use of, but it's still nice. When you defend, it'll always put you at the start of the next turn, unless an enemy is recovering from break, because as I said, they will always go first.
No, you don't.
Now, later on down the line, you get more characters. It will put you at the start, and then if another character defends that turn as well, they'll go before the first character that defended. So it switches their order. Here we get Inspiriting Plum. I think I've mentioned that before. That is an SP recovery move. Or item.
I'll make this quick.
Here we got... Yeah, you're probably going to be seeing that a lot early on. I think that's dependent on your speed, but I don't really know. Basically, they get 1 free turn. However, you do get an extra BP. Let's hit him with knife. Not weak to that. Sword. Weak to a sword.
Are you?
And then you go wildfire.
Out of my way. No, you don't.
Defend. Not just to make them lose 2 turns, although
Don't start things you
wasn't
can't
needed anyway.
finish.
Basically, if you're at the end of the turn, you can always defend without, risking more damage. However, unless you think you can break them the next turn, there's not much reason to do that.
Out of my way.
At least, not yet. Alright. Yeah, I believe the knife does more damage. When you level up, because I leveled up in the last battle and I didn't say anything, your HP and SP will be fully recovered.
Where's the nearest tavern?
You know, the top thing in your victory screen is how much money you got. The currency in this game is leaves. Richard mentioned that before. So get 25 leaves there. And then you get various bonuses for beating the battle in certain ways. Money, you'll get if you beat it in one turn, I believe. Experience, or no, JP you get from one turn. Experience you get from breaking enemies. Money you get from not taking any damage. And we'll get into the JP later, because as of now, can't do anything with it. But it will become apparent very soon.
Come on, I've got better things to do. Out of my way.
Knife, and then let's try the wildfire. Wasn't enough. Okay.
My turn. No, you don't.
It was close to enough.
Where's the nearest tavern?
Alright. Let's see. How much JP do we have? 14. We need to reach 30 at that before it becomes relevant. Oh, I created a backup save for where I ended before, just in case something happens.
My turn. My turn. No, you don't. My turn.
Early on, that's the wrong weapon.
Out of my way.
Battles aren't too interesting. They get more interesting as time goes on. More characters, stronger enemies,
And that's that.
more enemies. I should probably turn that off, but oh well. Then here.
This is the beginning of your end.
Now we could probably finish these battles off in one turn if we decide to use soulstones, which do somewhat fixed damage. There is fixed damage before any multipliers come into effect. So, if they're broken, it'll do double damage. If it's weak, it'll do the 1.3 times damage. Say it does 500 damage normally, when they're broken, it'll do 1000 damage instead. I don't know how much soulstones actually do. I want to say it's like 300.
Out of my way. Don't start things you can't finish.
Alright. Next battle we're leveling up. Over here, purple chest, and we get money. Doesn't hurt. Definitely doesn't hurt. Money is quite valuable in this game. That said, there is a very good use of money
Come on, I've got better things.
that I am not going to be allowing for this, because it can get you some big numbers if you decide to grind the money for it. Alright, because we know we're leveling up this battle, go all out with magic.
No, you
So
don't.
let's defend this turn,
Out of my way.
break them, and then double boost fire.
Where's the nearest tavern?
One more JP. Another chest here. Get wind attire. That is armor? Yes. Gives you a nice speed boost, elemental defense, and physical defense. It's not a great piece of armor, but pretty good for this early into the game.
I've got better things to do.
Yeah, let's try out the sword. They are weak to swords. Good to know.
My turn. What's yours is mine.
Worth a shot.
No, you don't. Out of my way.
Defend, break, and triple boost wildfire.
Where's the nearest tavern?
Alright. Job points! You gotta learn new skills. So, at least for the main classes, I have never seen for other classes. Is an accelerating amount of JP you need for each skill, but you can learn skills in any order you want, other than this one, which requires learning all of the other skills for that class. Now, the Thief class, we've had Steel and Wildfire. They get some pretty good abilities. The ability to debuff physical attack and physical defense, which can be quite useful for certain builds and attacks. Steal SP, a way to recover your SP, while also dealing damage twice to enemies. And I emphasize the twice because you might notice when you boost skills, it normally only does one attack. So this gives you an opportunity to do two, boosted or unboosted. Share SP, a little situational, allows you to give some of your SP to one of your other characters, which means it is not useful at all right now. And that can synergize pretty well with Steel SP. HP Thief is basically just a drain attack with daggers, and same thing with Steel SP. You can get two dagger attacks in. For now, I'm gonna go the HP Thief because I don't like using items, and I don't have a better way of recovering HP.
I'll make this quick. Out of my way.
Break. Oh, Steel SP could have been pretty useful too. Nice.
My turn.
Alright,
No, you
defend.
don't.
Break. Boost dagger.
And that's that.
Honestly, early on, skills don't do that much more than just physical attacks do. But that changes. Very much.
I'll
Check out
make
the bomb
this
first.
quick.
Oh, I don't think I
Out of my
mentioned,
way.
if you hold B, or whatever your dash button is, the radar turns red. Basically that's just indicating that you're more likely to run into enemies.
Out of my way.
However, you're also making more distance. I believe it
Out of my way.
about evens out.
And that's that.
Yeah, I think a 3 boost dagger does more damage than a 3 boost wildfire. Oh, you can boost up to 3 times, which gives you up to level 4. At the end of at least the chapter 1 areas, you have the traveling peddler here. He sells you basic healing items, HP, SP, and revival. Hopefully nothing we're going to need. Now, it would probably be a good idea. Yeah, I'll do it. I'm gonna say to, battle until you level up so you can recover. When you see something like this, where you have a save point right next to a big open room, yeah, it's probably a good idea to prepare yourself. Oh, and we hit the poison. I forgot that was even something I could do.
Don't
There we
start
go.
things you can't finish.
Level up perfectly. And you can see we got the untouched bonus there for a little bit of extra money. What do we have here?
So, this is the amazing treasure everyone is talking about. It looks like an ordinary gemstone to me. Can't imagine it's worth all that much.
The jewel before you is worth more than your mind could hope to fathom. Your inability to discern as much is disconcerting, to say the least.
Who the hell are you? Not just anyone can sneak up
I'm
on
gonna
me
get
like
demonetized.
I should be the one asking you that question. Not just anyone could have made it this far into the Manor, after all.
You won't get answers by stroking my ego.
I meant it as nothing but genuine praise. Allow me to congratulate you on being the first thief to make it here.
You say it as if you wanted this to happen.
Just so. We tightened security for that very purpose. We figured no thief worth his salt would be able to turn down such a challenge.
Go on.
To this end, we even asked the barkeep for help. His job? Find promising thieves and spin tales about this manor.
In other words, you tricked thieves into trying to rob this place.
Think of it more as appealing to their inner nature. The great treasure of Ravus Manor, guarded by a veritable army. What thief could pass up such glory, such riches? We had such high hopes, but were constantly met with disappointment. But finally, one has proven himself worthy.
I should have seen this coming.
And yet you did not. And I find myself most grateful for your lack of foresight.
So what's your angle?
I need not explain that to you. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Heathcote. I am a butler in the service of House Ravus.
You expect me to believe an ordinary butler snuck up on me? Anyway, who you are won't matter once I'm out of here. Now, if you'll excuse me.
I assure you, you won't be going anywhere anytime soon.
What? Let's get this over with.
Alright, let's get into it. So, we have Heathcote. Not much health, not too difficult, as tends to be the case with Chapter 1 bosses, at least for your first character. Bosses get stronger the more characters you have. And we have Rav's Guard. I don't actually know the weaknesses of the Rav's Guard, but Heathcote is weak to both daggers and fire, and other things we don't have access to yet. Let's try out the guard first. Not weak to knives. Weak to swords, however, which is what he's expecting. Ow. Alright.
Out of my way.
So, let's break the guard.
Out of my...
And let's go HP Thief on the one attack. My health back up to full. And that's about all there is to it. At least for now. Keep going until the guard is dead. And there we go. Now let's go HP, keep, and heat coat. Evade there. And let's go with the full boosted night attack. Now let's go wildfire. Bosses, I believe all bosses are immune to steel and another similar ability, correct? Oh no, okay. He is not.
You're too
So let's do this. Let's break.
out of my
Sorry.
way.
Break him,
Let's do this.
and then let's steal. Energizing pomegranate. That will recover your BP.
Here.
Another evade.
My turn.
Alright. Hit him,
My turn.
and one more.
Out of my way. Let's do this.
Let's just go with full boosted knife. Fire might do more, but
My turn.
the knife can hit poison. Alright, so after a few turns, okay. Evasion up.
My turn.
Slight problem. So when they do that, they are charging an attack.
You're too kind.
Let's try this. In standard fighting stance.
Out of my
Alright.
way. Let's do
Now let's just go boosted knife. Break him. That'll stop the charge. And then he raised defenses.
here. Out of my way.
Alright. Just break the guard.
Out of my way.
Yeah, sure, let's try to steal. Olive of Life. Would be useful in many situations. Not in this one, though. Alright. I'm thinking...
My turn.
Let's just go after Heat Coat.
My turn. Out of my way.
Break. Kill defenses, that's fine. And fully boosted Wildfire. Okay, still have to deal with the guard. That's fine. Heathcote, by the way, only has 1800 HP. So,
Out of my way.
again, not really difficult. Other weaknesses would be bow, ice, and lightning if you're doing this with more than one character.
No, you don't.
Alright. Defend, break, and kill with knife.
Where's the nearest tavern?
Yeah, 2 characters, he has another 2 shields and 1000 HP. 3 characters, up at 7 shields, with about a little over 4000 HP. 4 characters, 6000 HP with 8 shields. Otherwise, I don't believe things really change much.
So, you can hold your own in battle as well. It seems I underestimated you.
That makes 2 of us. Was that a part of your butler training?
I see you still have some reservations about my true profession. Though I'm sure my victory here lends my words no credit.
Your victory? What in the...
Any thief worth his salt should recognize that band. The mark of a convict. The fool's bangle, as some call it. Undeniable proof of a thief's humiliating blunder.
Get this off of me!
I do not take my orders from you. I've attached it to your arm for a reason. If anyone is to see it, they shall know of your failure here today.
Why, you...
However, I imagine your pride will not permit you to be seen with it, and that makes it perfect leverage for negotiations.
Negotiations?
You may have broken into my home, but for now, I will overlook your transgressions.
Oh, great. More company.
Pardon my belated introduction. My name is Cordelia Ravis, and I am the lady of the house.
Regards to your decorator. They sure have a way with traps.
Allow me to explain. The treasure you are after is a family heirloom known as the Dragonstones.
You don't say.
The Dragonstones have been in my family for generations.
Wait, dragon stones? I see one.
Yes, once there were more. But the stones were stolen during the chaos following my parents' passing. Fortunately, Heathcote was able to recover the Sapphire Stone.
What touching devotion. Is this the part where I move to tears?
Perhaps, once you understand your place in this story. If you collect the 3 remaining stones, we shall remove the band from your arm.
So, this was your plan all along.
Yes, but please understand, I had no choice.
Well, aren't you too clever? Setting a thief to catch a thief.
Don't thieves often say, the ensnared has only himself to blame?
Yeah, they do. For a butler, you sure know a lot about thieves, old man.
I dare not bore you with my story when there are more pressing matters at hand. Will you undertake Miss Ravis's mission, young thief? If you refuse...
I'll do the job.
Excellent. Then I pray your journey will be a successful one.
Oh, you're back.
With a tale to tell, too. I'll trade it for a drink.
Afraid I don't deal in that currency.
Listen, I just came from Ravis Manor. Had a lovely chat with a fellow named Heathcote. Maybe you know him?
I did warn you not to go there. So, was it everything you expected it to be?
Wrong.
All that and more, and now I'm awfully thirsty. I might need 2 drinks to get this bad taste out of my mouth.
Coming right up.
I think there's a pretty easy way to turn that off. Not doing that right now.
Mr. Therion! Mr. Therion, please wait!
What now?
I came to see you off on your journey. As it is at my behest that you're setting out.
Look, I'm just fulfilling my half of a bargain. Nothing more, nothing less.
I understand that, but...
He's right, milady. This is simply an agreement between us and a skilled but short-sighted thief.
I really didn't have to add that last part.
There is something you should know before you go. As you saw, I recovered a blue stone. It is known as the Sapphire Dragonstone. The remaining 3 are the Dragonstones of Ruby, Emerald, and Gold, each named for its sheen.
And if I steal them all back for you, you'll remove this band.
You have my word.
Your word? Well, that sounds legitimate. Any idea where I should start looking?
Rumor has it that a scholar in Noblecourt is researching the Ruby Dragonstone.
Noblecourt. Great. I'll fit right in.
Mr. Therion!
What is it this time?
Please, do take care out there. Did I say something amiss?
Never thought a man of my talents would be working for someone like... it's nothing. You'll get your stones back soon. Just leave the thieving to me.
So, Therion set forth. His mission, which he begrudgingly accepted, to retrieve the remaining 3 Dragonstones of House Ravus, that he might have the mark of shame removed from his arm. Little did he know what fate awaited him. Achievement unlocked. Setting out. Freedom. Alright, before you continue your journey across Ostera, okay, or Sarah is the name of the world. There are 7 others who await you. Why not venture out and find them? Together you can defeat even the greatest foes. If you press, well, the select button slash minus button slash, I guess it would be the touchpad on the PlayStation controller, whatever your map button is, well, it'll bring you to your map. And from your map, you can select on a location you've been to and fast travel to it. You can also see where the locations of the various areas where you have a chapter destination at the moment are. However, you can only see the paths and the actual map of the places you've been. Or the sections of the world you've been. If I go north, this entire woodland section would open up. However, that'll do it for this time. Next time, we'll set out and explore this world a bit. We have some time before our next character, so sit back and relax. See you all then.